Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. You can see the tonneau cover is off and we are going to be adding a rack onto the Frontier here today. So what we picked up is, in a bunch of pieces here, what this is the RCI HD 12-inch bed rack, and this one is specifically for the Frontier. Now there's a bunch of different trucks this can go on. I'm going to show you why it's specific to the Frontier when we get it on, but basically this is how it comes packaged. You got all your arms in here, the nuts and bolts were in that little box, and then the cross beams and stuff are packaged up nicely in this box. Alright, so hardware wise, you get 46 of these little flat headed bolts with the square on them. This is going to be the bulk of what you bolt this together with. And then to match up with that, you get a bunch of flat washers, lock washers, and nuts in this bag. Then you get 6 regular bolts. I'll show you what that's for in a sec. Everything is a 14 millimeter. 14 mil will get you what you need. Then you get 6 plates, 6 little nuts here, or whatever you want to call them. That's to go in the channel. And then with that, you also get washers, lock washers, and same thing. These are the exact same size, but if you look, they're different color. They got a different torque to them, so don't mix them up. Basically, this bag will go with the 6 plates and these little nuts to bolt that all together, and this is what actually bolts the rack to the truck, and all this is what bolts up the rack together. Alright, so the only thing I'm going to do to this before we actually bolt it together is deal with the head of the bolts here. They're all shiny, the rest is all black. So what I'm going to do is I picked up some of this, just black caliper paint. I poked them all through the box, just the lid of the box. You can see, this way you can spray the top, get them all black, and you won't get any on the thread. So you'll be able to thread it all back together without struggling. Do a couple coats. Don't get it super soaked. You don't want it dripping. You want it to look black afterwards without looking like you did it yourself. Just like that, let it dry for a few minutes and put on another couple coats. Just like that, the tops are black. You can see you get a little bit underneath, but nothing on the thread, so it'll still thread on and off, no problem. Alright, so with everything unpacked, you get 3 of these bars, kind of with the U. They actually go this way, but they look like that. You get 2 of these flat ones with the long line and a gap in the middle. Those will be your top crossbars afterwards. And then you get 2 of these fatter flat ones with RCI stamped on the side. That'll be your 2 side plates. And then you get 6 of the arms. I got them laid out all here. Got one in my hand because basically what you're gonna do, you can pre-build this off the truck. This just slides in there. So you put one on both sides, you can pick it up, drop it on the truck, and just as easy as that, it's ready to bolt on. So you can adjust this in and out where you need it, and then once you find the sweet spot, put a bolt in, just hand tight for now till you get them all done, and then you can move on to the clamp. Alright, so I got one done. You'll have to do all 3 like this, but basically it can sit up there, support itself, and like I showed you, you just slide the arms into here, 1 on each side, and get it up there. Eventually you'll want to center these things. You can see this side is close to the edge, where this side's about 3 or 4 inches in. So we'll center that when we're done, but what we're going to do next is get these ready. What this is the little tab to bolt the bracket onto the extra plate, which bolts onto the frame rail in the truck. You can see I got 3 of them in there on that side already, and then this side's got 2. Basically what you want to do is get your different colored ones that I showed you, and you can see these have the little square cutout, so you can put it in like that, slide it in the rail just like this, and then when you tighten it down now, you don't have to worry about trying to get a wrench behind there. It's going to be able to lock with the little square there, and you'll be able to tighten it down nice and snug. Alright, so now that you got all 3 kind of pre-assembled and sitting up there, you want to grab your middle beam and line it up with the middle, because you can see that'll drop down, and then that shows you this side's got to go over, and same with this side, it's got to go over. Everything will drop down. That'll give you your rough spacing. Do that on each side. Put 1 bolt in top just to hold it in place on each side again, And then once you got that spacing, you can work on bolting the plates onto those little nuts we put inside. All right, so now we're up in the truck. Basically what I'm doing is, you can see there's little square holes in here. That's where your bolts will go in. I'm putting one on the far hole and one on the first hole. So if you look over here, I've got one in there, two on that side, two on that side. Do that for all three across on both sides. Try to line this up. You can measure it. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Try to get it as close as you can centered. Then you can go underneath and tighten it up. And what you'd need under there, if you can see it, you want your big washer, then your lock washer, and then your nut. So put it in that order, tighten them all down, get your cross beam on top back on, and then that just has one in the middle and one on each end. So then up here, depending if you want it on the outside or more towards the middle, you can pick and choose. You just drop one bolt in each spot and you're good to go. All right, so I got the 4 bolts on each side, and then I've put one just down like that for the crossbars. And what I'm doing is, on the first big gap here, you got 1, 2, 3. On the first one, I'm putting it here and pushing it all the way into the center of the truck. So you'll be about foot, maybe 1.5 feet off the end on each side, and then you'll get your spacing widthwise, and we can start working on the plates down below, and then we can adjust the top bars afterwards. All right, so after further inspection, I found that the bolts like this with the flathead actually go on the top. If you put these up so the letters are the same way that they're supposed to be, so say Nissan and N for Nissan, you can see you got one closer to each outside and one in the middle. What that is the outside one will go towards the back, the one that's more forward will go towards the front, and then the middle one doesn't really matter. It just helps you get it closer to the front or the back of the truck. And then the bottom holes, you'll use this longer bolt that'll go through this plate, and then washer, lock washer, and a nut. Where these ones, because it's through the square peg here, you can tighten them down just with the lock washer and the nut. Same idea, but you won't have to get a wrench on it, because when you come up here and look how I have this one set up, the plate is behind. Hopefully you can see it in there, just like that. This bolt is sitting behind there. So now you can put a lock washer, your normal washer, and a nut on there, and then the plates can slide into the rail down below. We'll get it all snugged up. So we'll get all 3 done, get it sitting in its final resting spot before we tighten those down, and then you can go up top and finally tighten everything and measure where you want it all to go. All right, so I've got it all on there. Everything is tight. Only thing is, for these ones inside, you're either going to need a wrench or a ratchet wrench of some sort, because my ratchet did not fit in there. It's too tight of an area. Can't get in there to get a ratchet to tighten those down. So that's one thing. Second, these are a pain in the butt. You kind of have to put your finger behind there and squeeze and put the nut on all at the same time, because as you can see, there's not much left over at the end, but it does work, and that's what clamps it down and sucks it down to the bed. This part is the only thing that really makes it specific for the Frontier. They make this for a ton of different trucks. You can get it for the 5-foot bed, 5.5, and 6 foot. Just depending on how long the sidebars are is what makes up the difference. And then width-wise, because of course if you have a full-size truck, this is all actually the same. It's just these will obviously be slid out a little bit more because you have to make up the difference of the width. But overall it's the same. They make a bunch of hardware for different trucks, Tacoma, the Frontier here, the Colorado, everything. They make different brackets. So when you're picking which truck you're gonna put this on, that's pretty much what you're doing. And then how I've got this set up, I just put the bracket close to the edge. I lined it up with the end of the rail on the side of the truck. And then that leaves you with about maybe 5 inches, 4.5, 5 inches between the glass and the front. And then it leaves you with more room on the back. Reason I did that, if you're having something in the back, you don't want this thing right close. So if you try to lean in, you're gonna end up bashing your head on this, and that's just gonna piss you off. So push it in. It gives you a little bit of room for headroom here, and to have a bunch of stuff in the back. You're not gonna be fussing and fighting to get underneath this thing. And then lastly, these sidebars go on. As you can see, they don't have all the bolts. They sent enough bolts, they sent enough washers of both kinds, but they shorted me on the nuts. So there's 3 on this side and 3 on that side that are missing. What I think they did is, for the Tacoma version of this truck, or this kit, these bolts on the bottom, the little nut on the inside here, actually have a threaded hole. So you would put these the other way around and you thread it into the nut in the little channel on the other trucks. But this, they had that square plate that I showed you at the beginning of the video, which doesn't thread into anything. So that would be your 6 missing nuts. They just haven't updated the bag of hardware. So keep in mind, if you're getting it for this truck, either email them and say, hey, send 6 more nuts, or go to the hardware store and pick yourself up a couple. Because as you can see, we've got your bolts right here, 6, and then like I said, lots of washers. You just run out of nuts before you're done. All right, a little bit of a location change because I forgot to show you guys the inside before the video is done. And basically, through your back window, you're gonna lose a little less than half. So if you look right here, that's the latch for opening your window. That's directly in the center of your window in the back. So that's halfway. It sits just above that halfway point. For me, sight-wise, I know it looks different in camera, but where I'm sitting, so over here, where I'm sitting in the seat, my eyesight actually only sees this way. I'm only seeing about that much anyways, even before the rack was on. So you're not really losing much. You might lose about 1 inch or so of sight. And then the truck also has quite a bit of rake on it after I did the lift. That's what I was going for. So you can see the rack actually sits upwards, so it's higher in the back. But again, where I'm sitting here, I don't see any of that. I just see the very bottom trim of the rack itself. So being a 12-inch rack, you can still see if there's a car directly behind you, so you're not really losing too much sight there. And then for the stuff further down the road that you can't see, you got your side mirrors. You can tell if anyone's coming up behind you and stuff like that. And then again, if you need a little bit of more sight, obviously it's not ideal, but if you just kind of duck down just slightly like that, you can see there's a truck back there. Now you can see them, or a car, and you can not have perfect sight, obviously, because this is all going to be blocked once the tent goes on, but you at least have a little bit of view back there still. You're not making it completely blocked as you would if you put, say, a lower rack or bed bars on. You kind of eliminate your whole back window altogether. All right, so there you have it. The rack is all installed. Like I said, I'll go and pick up a couple nuts just to fill in the little scragglers there, and then she is done. You can get yourself some roto packs or whatever you want to stick onto the side of here. You can mount it all different options. You got the big slots here, little slots here. They do make arms as well that come up, so you can put a fold out awning and stuff on there if you want. And then of course we do have a tent coming, obviously why I went with this rack. So if you want to see which one I picked up, stay tuned for that because it's going to be on in a couple days. But if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the rack, and stay tuned for the tent. Thanks for watching, everybody.